Hello, listeners. Welcome to the third episode of the Wave of Change podcast, a podcast passionate about sustainability and the environment. In this episode, we'll talk about how to get Albertans to care about initiatives like the ocean cleanup. With your host, Cole,
Adrian,
and Savannah.
So now that we've gone over the ocean cleanup website and how we can kind of bring it into a more Albertan context, how can we use this information to
Yeah, that's a good question. I feel like Albertans are stubborn. We like our oil. We like our...
I
don't know. We're not really the environmental type, so it's kind of a tricky audience to work with.
I was thinking it would be funny because most people I know that are into oil and stuff like that, they do like water sports and they do spend a lot of time in nature. So you just have to show them how what they do impacts it. I don't know how much they'll actually care, but at least kind of contextualizing it in a way that they understand it more. Like you can't do your water sports in a lime green water like the Ganges River, like we were talking about. Like,
that's true. Also, I feel like Albertans are very family oriented. No? I mean, I haven't been here that long.
If there was more information explaining these microplastics to people, there might be more people being like, oh, my kids might, through
That's
bioaccumulation, maybe right now it's not bad, but through bioaccumulation as the years and years and decades go by, it's going to become concerning.
Okay, well, I guess if you were on the board of to make people aware, what would you do besides talking about family and stuff? How would you do it?
I think we should get some of these bros to make TikToks.
I don't know. I can't really comment on this because I haven't been here that long, and when I was here, it was COVID time, so I don't really know how.
Oh, really?
Alberta, as a whole, is.
I've worked in a warehouse with the most Burton people that you'll ever meet, and yeah.
Do they care?
It's interesting because some of them do in some respects, but certainly when COVID started, they would wear their masks and stuff. But as it went on, they were like, "This is stupid. Why am I wearing a mask?"
So do you think they'll be the same with the environment as well? Oh, microplastics gonna ruin my kid, but after a while, it's they're still fine. So I'm just gonna be whatever. Do you think it's gonna be that?
Yeah, that's a good point because it's not a visual thing that you can see. It's not and especially with microplastics, it's not like the river's getting so dirty like the Ganges as an example. You don't even see it. It just happens.
Yeah, I feel because they're microplastics, you can't see them. Then again, that idea of out of sight, out of mind, it's not really there. They're just oh, scientists are trying to scare us. There's no real harm.
Right. I mean, I didn't even know about this, and I'm for sure, I know for a fact that my family don't know about this, especially the older generations, until you told me. So how are we going to communicate this message when people don't even really, it's not public knowledge? I mean, it is public knowledge, but people don't.
They don't care.
Take the time.
Yeah,
they don't take the time to,
Sure.
Well, it's we also just need better education in general.
I mean, we don't get a lot of it in
No?
elementary or junior high, no. I wish we had gotten more. Honestly, I wish the whole education system was different, so we got more...
practical knowledge.
Yeah, that's the word, practical knowledge. Okay, actually, here's the thing. I feel we get practical education when we're really, really young, but it's not repeated enough for us to remember because I'm in grade 3, I think we learned about the water system, but now I don't remember. I think it needs to be taught in all levels.
Yeah, it should have refreshers as you go along.
Yeah.
It shouldn't just be hey, you've learned this, so now you're good.
Right. I feel they don't do that because then it will become a problem that they would actually have to fix.
That's true. This way they can just ignore it.
Right.
Well, and yeah, it's such a bad system.
I have to say, I have enjoyed this class, and I think it's a good thing that it's required. I don't know, I've just had such a mindset shift the last 3 months.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm okay, I need to change. And my family does stuff. I'm what are you doing? You can reuse that. Or why are you throwing that out? Yeah, I'm definitely...
You mean the wave of change is within all of us?
It is within all of us. And everyone needs to take BCSE 204. That's what it is.
Yeah. Now when I see people going on Shein, oh my god, the fast fashion thing.
Yeah, hate it.
Yeah, no, because yes, I am a broke university student and it's all I can afford. But the amount of guilt now that I feel to even be on their website,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And their stuff is like plastic. It's not even high quality.
Why do you think we feel this way all of a sudden after?
Because of this course? Like,
yeah,
why? I think the videos is what did it for me.
So, do you think this switchiness is possible to apply to, like, Albertans?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, we are Albertans technically.
Technically.
Yeah, I think the TikTok section we did in this course was beneficial because, yes, all the videos we had to watch were so good, but they were required, so that's why I watched them. But, like, if you're like, hey, everyone in Alberta, please watch this 30-minute video, they'd be like, I don't have time for that. But a TikTok, they have time for that. Everyone's on TikTok. And so somehow the algorithm needs to change to show more of these videos.
Yeah.
That would be interesting to kind of have a mandatory amount of educational content on TikTok that comes up in people's algorithms.
Yeah, I feel like they should limit the garbage. Like, it is such a waste of time, that app.
I still haven't downloaded it.
Me neither. I don't have it. But I see Instagram Reels.
Yeah, even just Instagram and Reddit, like I could see how TikTok you would just spend hours.
Yeah.
doing
Yeah,
that.
for sure. I'm on TikTok, so I know. That's a good idea to like make some educational things mandatory because I do learn a lot from TikTok, tips and tricks, but
Yeah.
they put it out in a way where it's like you don't know that you're learning something, you just pick it up because they don't specifically say you have to know this or like you have to learn this. It's just like, oh, from actual experience from people, it causes you to be like, oh, wait, I relate to that.
So then do you think it's like our responsibility then to get on TikTok and be promoting?
I mean, we are communicators in journalism, people.
That's true. Because, like, we're talking about, oh, this has to be done, but who's going to do it?
I mean, I'm not saying like we have to take on the responsibility like Batman. I'm just saying we could do
Yeah.
a little bit, and then that could help. Like, there's a lot of students in our program, so a little bit by everybody is going to be a lot.
Yeah, and I think if each student took something away from this course, then they share that with their friends, and then their friends share it with their family. Like, I think word of mouth, but still, it's frustrating. Like, it's not enough.
Yeah. But, you know, I feel like we should, instead of thinking it's not enough, we could maybe switch our mindset to be like, for now, like, my part, I'm doing my part. And, like,
Yeah.
if somebody thinks, oh, I'm doing my part, and then everybody does their part.
I agree. I see what you're saying.
If everyone cleans up their little corner of the world, then the world will be more clean, right?
I actually saw an interesting video on Instagram the other day. Okay, this is what we're talking about. This is something that stuck with me that was impactful. It was like a
Okay.
minute long. And it was a dude filling up his car. Because he said tomorrow, he's like, everyone go fill up your cars today. Because tomorrow, the like carbon tax takes effect. And it's true. The day I saw that, it went up, gas went up 10 cents. And it's because, yeah, like Trudeau, okay, I'm not really into politics, so
okay.
forgive me if I get this wrong.
It's okay, yeah.
He implemented carbon tax, so like heating your homes, filling out cars, everything like that. And he said in the video, he's like, I don't think that's the solution, is like charging more for stuff we need. Because we're still going to drive. No one's going to stop driving. We have places to be. We're going to fill up our cars, right? But he said make the like environmental stuff cheaper.
What do you mean?
So like
Like what environmental stuff?
I don't know, like make gardening stuff less expensive. Encourage people to garden that way. Or like
Okay, I understand. Yeah.
reusable bags or like silicone muffin tins, stuff like that. Why are they so expensive? If we
Yeah.
want people to be reusing and not throwing out so much plastic, then it doesn't seem appealing. Like it seems like you can only save the environment if you're rich. So
That's true.
why isn't that something? Like why can't we
affordability?
reduce the prices of those things? But yeah, I think a big part of it is us individually taking what we've learned in this course, sharing it with the people around us. I think like don't be afraid to repost stuff on Instagram, because I know when people repost stuff, then I click on the post and then I go down this rabbit hole of seeing what account it's from. And I'm not ever going to admit to that person that I just went down a rabbit hole because of the thing you posted.
Right.
So you never know what people are doing with what you share.
Which is
Someone-
why I appreciate the Which is why I appreciate the ocean cleanup's online presence. Because they have a strong one.
They definitely do.
1 million followers.
I'm gonna follow them.
Oh,
Probably
yeah, me too.
share some stuff.
Yeah, same. Because I do care about the ocean, and even though we don't have any in Alberta, it's still there, and it's still affecting us.
Yeah, like nothing works in isolation in this world.
That's
It's
true.
all connected.
Yeah.
It's a domino effect.
I completely agree, you guys. Thank you so much for listening to The Wave of Change, a podcast dedicated to keeping conversations about sustainability and our environment alive. This concludes our mini-series. Again, this is The Wave of Change, washing away.